Well, it's time now for the Wednesday, April the 9th, 2025 edition of the Muletrain News, brought to you today by Leal's Mexican Restaurant. Well, we're glad to say no obituaries here to start out the Muletrain News for the first time in a long time. We're grateful for that. Last week, on Friday, April the 4th, the Muleshoe Independent School District Board of Trustees and the President, Ashley Turnbow, picked the lone finalist for the superintendent job. Scott Bicknell was named lone finalist for the MISD superintendent during a special called meeting on Thursday, April the 3rd. The Muleshoe ISD Board of Trustees named Scott Bicknell the lone finalist for the position of superintendent. Bicknell has 30 years of experience in education and 19 of experience in school leadership. During his educational career, he served as a teacher, coach, athletic director, campus principal, and superintendent. He most recently served as a superintendent in Jayton Girard ISD, a native of Atlanta, Illinois. Bicknell earned his Bachelor of Science in Education degree from Illinois State University, his Master of Education from Lamar. During his career in educational leadership, Bicknell has established Guardian programs and a special education department, navigated multiple bond elections, coordinated school housing projects, and assisted in the founding of an educational foundation, among numerous other programs and initiatives. Bicknell holds membership with a number of professional organizations, including the Texas Association of School Administrators and Texas Association of School Boards, and has held positions on numerous athletic district governing committees. He has participated in multiple executive trainings, including evaluating and improving student outcome, superintendent academy, and school finance and legal issues. In addition to his extensive experience in educational leadership, Bicknell is an active community supporter, participating in and volunteering for church activities, education foundations, and community food pantries. He and his wife, Brooke, have 2 children. We are excited to welcome Mr. Bicknell as our new superintendent, said MISD Board of Trustees President Ashley Turnbow. His family will be a wonderful addition to Muleshoe, and his leadership will bring confidence and accountability and a fresh perspective, all while fully supporting our staff and shaping student success. With his experience and dedication to excellence, I believe our students will capture their potential and their lives will be transformed both during their school years and beyond. Texas law requires a 21-day waiting period following the lone finalist announcement before a superintendent can be officially appointed. Bicknell is set to succeed current MISD Superintendent Dr. R.L. Richards, who will retire in the near future. So welcome to Muleshoe, Scott Bicknell and his wife, Brooke. You can see them pictured on our TV screen here in the Muletrain, as well on the front page of our website, muleshoetv.com. Well, we'll move right into the weather after that. And we had a good start to April after a really dismal March of moisture. Well, just barely any moisture during the month of March, but we started off with a nice bang to begin April. As April 2nd through the 5th, it got very cloudy, much cooler, and it began drizzling, a steady drizzling rain that came on and off through that period of time. And then moving into April the 5th on Saturday, it got even colder and it started snowing. We got about 1.5 inches of snow total late Saturday afternoon. And when it's all said and done, with the moisture from the snow included, we got 1.47 inches here at Channel 6 in our backyard in our rain gauge from April 2nd through April 5th, and we'll take every drop of that. Again, 1.47 inches, so right under 1.5 inches of rain. So far through 9 days in April, our average high here at our National Weather Service station at Channel 6 is 62. The average low is 36. The Weather Bureau says that the average last freeze for Muleshoe is April 19th. The average last freeze for the Muleshoe National Wildlife Refuge, 18 miles south of us, is April the 20th. So look for the last freeze for Muleshoe to be somewhere in that range, but we're getting much warmer here as our forecasts into the weekend. But looking at the weather forecast for the next 7 days for Muleshoe, sunny with a high near 82 this Wednesday afternoon. North winds 15 to 20 miles per hour. Then tonight, mostly clear, low around 44. Northeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour tonight, becoming south after midnight. Thursday for Muleshoe, sunny, high near 79 degrees. West winds 10 to 15 miles per hour, becoming east-northeast 15 to 20 miles per hour in the morning. Then Thursday night, mostly clear, low around 42. East winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sunny on Friday, high near 79. South winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, increasing to 10 to 15 miles per hour Friday afternoon. Friday night, mostly clear, low around 48. South winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Then Saturday, much warmer, sunny, high near 90 degrees. Southwest winds 10 to 15 miles per hour, increasing to 15 to 20 miles per hour Saturday afternoon. Saturday night, mostly clear, low around 53. Southwest winds around 15 miles per hour. Sunday, mostly sunny, similar, high around 89 degrees. West-southwest winds 10 to 20 miles per hour. Sunday night, mostly cloudy, low around 51. Partly sunny on Monday, high near 77, partly cloudy. Monday night, low around 40. Then Tuesday, beginning next week, a 20% chance of showers, mostly sunny, high near 67. And that's the next 7 days, so keep your fingers crossed. Maybe we'll get some rain chances midweek next week as well. But we will hit somewhere around 90 degrees this weekend. I'm not quite ready for a 90-degree day that fast, but that's what the Weather Bureau says we're heading for over the weekend for Saturday and Sunday, so we will see. Well, good luck as tomorrow, Thursday, April the 10th, lots of MHS track athletes will be in the area track meet, and I believe that will be held at Abernathy this year. And they include those that we know of that have qualified at last week from the district track meet at Lubbock Cooper. Vita Mora placed second in the 100-meter, 400-meter, and 200-meter. For the area, Gracie Elazares placed third in the 1,600-meter run. The 4x200 relay, Aradine Martinez, Megan Moran, Sabrina Sayas, and Marley Ronquillo placed third and qualified for area. The 4x400-meter relay, Ariande Martinez, Megan Moran, Sabrina Sayas, and Marley Ronquillo also placed third. Gia Hernandez placed third in the triple jump with a jump of 32 feet 7 inches to advance to the area, and Marley Ronquillo places second in the long jump with a jump of 16 feet 1 inch to qualify for area as well. So good luck to all these Lady Mule track athletes. Also earlier in the month, Vita Mora set a couple of school records at the shallow water track meet as she broke her own school record in the 400-meter that she set last year, and the new record is 58.94. She also broke the 100-meter school record that was set by Brittany Garden in 2001 with a run of 12.43 in the 100 meters. So congratulations to Vita Moore for breaking her own school record in the 400 meter that she set last year with the 58.94, and then broke the 100 meter school record that has stood since 2001 by Brittany Garden with a run of 12.43. Vita Mora, that is great. And again, that area track meet is tomorrow, Thursday, April 10th at Abernathy. Well, this coming Saturday, April the 12th, the baseball and softball will be in action right here in Muleshoe. The first pitch will begin around noon there on the east edge of the new city park. Both teams will be taking on Slayton here in Muleshoe. Then next week, on Tuesday, April the 15th, baseball and softball will be in action again right here in Muleshoe in the new city park. No, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. The game Saturday, April 12th, will be at Slayton between the Mules and Lady Mules baseball and softball. Again, first pitch will be at noon Saturday at Slayton. Then Tuesday, April 15th, there'll be action right here in Muleshoe. It will be the senior night for both teams, varsity teams, and they will be in action in the east edge of the new city park, and they will take on Dimmitt. Mules baseball, according to Max Preps, is 10-10 on their season. They're 5-4 in district action and in fourth place. The Lady Mules are having a well of a season. According to Max Preps, they're 19-6 overall and 9-0 in district play and squarely in first place. So congratulations to the Lady Mules, and hope they can hang on to first place and win the district title in softball this year. But go out and support the Mules and Lady Mules as they play Saturday, April 12th at Slayton, first pitch at noon. Then Tuesday, April 15th, both teams will take on Dimmitt in the new city park on the east edge right here in Muleshoe. It will also be senior night as well for both of those varsity teams. Well, time now for a message from our sponsor of our Muletrain news program for today, Leal's Mexican Restaurant, the original Leal's, right here in Muleshoe, 1010 West American Boulevard, where Victor, Debbie, Kika, all their wonderful employees welcome you and remind you they are open again now on Sundays, 11 a.m. till 3 p.m. at the original Leal's. So make it your Sunday tradition. Returns. Go to church and then come and eat a fresh, wonderful Mexican dinner at Leal's, 1010 West American Boulevard. Don't forget they have a full bar along with many mixed drinks, margaritas, along with many selections of beer now available at Leal's in Muleshoe. They have a happy hour every Saturday evening along with live entertainment inside the restaurant. They recently had a car drive through the wall there on the southwest corner of the building and damaged the restroom area, but they are trying to get that up and running, and so please forgive them as they are mitigating the disturbance there at the restaurant and get those restrooms back up and running. But Leal's is open, 1010 West American Boulevard. You are welcome every Sunday. They are open again 11 a.m. till 3 p.m. at the original Leal's, 1010 West American Boulevard, 806-272-3294. The Muleshoe Area Hospital District is pleased to announce as they have hired a new clinical services personnel director. Liz Chavez, her smiling face, will be now a member of the team at the Muleshoe Area Medical Center. She spent 20 years working in the pharmacy at United Supermarkets and is wonderful to work with. Again, Liz Chavez is the new clinical services personnel director at the hospital. Also available to see patients now is Dr. David Warner, MD. He has moved to Muleshoe last year from the Dallas-Fort Worth area and is practicing now at the Medical Clinic of Muleshoe, 701 South 1st Street. You can make an appointment with Dr. David Warner by calling 806-272-7544. Also new at the medical clinic is nurse practitioner Johnny Roberts, and I dealt with him a month ago or so, and he was wonderful to deal with. He is a new nurse practitioner at the medical clinic of Muleshoe, seeing patients 701 South 1st Street. Again, stop by, or you can call and make an appointment at 806-272-7544. New nurse practitioner Johnny Roberts and Dr. David Warner at the Medical Clinic of Muleshoe, and Liz Chavez is the new Clinical Services Personnel Director at the hospital. Well, lots going on out at the Muleshoe Heritage Center here in the next few weeks, including the Easter egg hunt. It will be Saturday, April 19th at the Heritage Center, which is just on the east edge of Muleshoe, across the street from the dinner bell, and it will be a great time to have your kids bring the kids, as they will hunt for Easter eggs and get a chance for a picture with Peter Rabbit. Lunch will be from noon until 1:30. They will have a brown bag lunch, $7, gets you a hamburger, hot dog, chips, and a drink. There will be a bounce house on site as well, and you can get your picture taken with Peter Rabbit. That's Saturday, April the 19th, and come out and bring the kids for this great Easter egg hunt. The hunt begins from 2 until 3:30 at the Senior Center. And again, lunch 12 to 1:30, and the Easter egg hunt 2 to 3:30 Saturday, April the 19th at the Muleshoe Heritage Center. Also going on at the Senior Center, or at the Heritage Center, they will have they're going to resurrect the SCAC bake auction that occurred for 30 years here on Gillam Advertising Channel 6. Of course, we'll be live streaming it, and it is in honor of Magann Rennels. The bake auction will begin at 10 a.m. on Saturday, May the 3rd, I believe. Let me double check that. It will be, yes, Saturday, May the 3rd, 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. Lots of great homemade baked goods. I decided we needed a big item for the auction to help get it off to a good bang. And I reached out to the Riley family, and Mike got me in touch with Lincoln Riley. Thank you both, as I received in the mail from Lincoln Riley an autographed USC Trojan football helmet. It's authentic, and it is impressive, and Lincoln Riley has signed it, and that will be part of our bake auction that will be again Saturday, May the 3rd, 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. We will be live from the Heritage Center. Lots of kids from high school will be doing the auction, and we'll have some performances by band members and drama and speech groups, along with some short histories of some of the buildings out there. Lots of wonderful baked goods and donated items from lots of businesses around town, including the premier item, which will be a signed, autographed, authentic USC Trojan football helmet signed by the head coach and Muleshoe native, Lincoln Riley. Thank you so much to Lincoln and his parents, Mike and Marilyn Riley, for helping make this possible. And that will again be Saturday, May 3rd, 10 a.m. until 2 p.m., the Magann Rennels SCAC bake auction. Then that evening, the same day, May 3rd, they will have the 2025 Derby Ball at the Desert Rose, which is on the west edge of town along 8470, Highway 8470. It begins at 5 p.m. It will feature casino tables, a ribeye steak dinner, and, of course, a Derby Ball with live music performed by the fabulous Penny Lawrence Band. All proceeds will go to benefit the Muleshoe Heritage Foundation, Cancer Coalition of Grenada, Muleshoe Meals on Wheels, and the Bailey County Food Pantry. If you want tickets, call 806-729-6374. The tickets are $150 per person or $1,200 per table. Again, call for the 2025 Derby Ball. Get your tickets today, 806-729-6374. Saturday, May the 3rd at 5 p.m. with casino tables, ribeye steak dinner, Derby Ball. The fabulous Penny Lawrence Band will be live there at the Desert Rose, and all proceeds will go to benefit the Muleshoe Heritage Foundation, Cancer Coalition of Grenada, Muleshoe Meals on Wheels, and the Bailey County Food Pantry. The Spring Fling will be this Saturday at the Bailey County Senior Center, Main and Avenue D, right here in Muleshoe. It will be a 50s theme, Saturday, April the 12th, 6 until 9 p.m. $20 entry. Guest DJ is DJ Double T. They'll serve finger foods, king and queen nomination, and a soda shop. They'll have a costume contest for best 50s attire. If you want more information, you could call Annette, 806-891-6449. Sponsors of the Spring Fling are Interim Healthcare, Muleshoe Area Medical Center and Clinic, and Parkview Nursing Care Center, along with DJ Double T. The Spring Fling will be Saturday, April the 12th, again, 6 until 9 p.m. this Saturday at the Bailey County Senior Center, 319 South Main Street. $20 entry with the guest DJ, finger foods, king and queen nomination, soda shop, and a costume contest for best 50s attire. If you want more information, call Annette, the director of the Senior Center, 806-891-6449. The Senior Center is also sponsoring at the end of this month a pancake breakfast. It will be Saturday, April the 26th, 7 a.m. to 11 a.m., and they'll be serving pancakes, bacon, sausage, coffee, milk, and orange juice, only $12 per plate. That's the Bailey County Senior Center. Will hold their pancake breakfast Saturday, April 26th, 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. at the Senior Center, Main and Avenue D. Pancakes, bacon, sausage, coffee, milk, and orange juice. It's $12 per plate. On the menu at the Senior Center tomorrow, on Thursday, April 10th, they'll be serving chicken teriyaki, fried rice, seasoned vegetable blend, strawberries and bananas. Friday, April 11th, they'll be serving their regular Friday meal fish or chicken strip dinner. Then Monday, April 14th, chicken spaghetti, spinach, carrot and raisin, whole wheat roll, gingerbread with peach sauce. Tuesday, April 15th, taco salad, refried beans, Spanish rice, broccoli, and cauliflower salad, corn tortilla, and apricot halves. Wednesday, April 16th, their regular chicken fried steak meal. Then Thursday, April 17th, oven fried chicken breast, bow tie pasta, broccoli, raisin salad, whole wheat roll, fruit cocktail. And then they'll be closed at the Senior Center on Friday, April the 18th for Good Friday. They serve lunch beginning around 11:30 a.m. every weekday at the Senior Center, Bailey County Senior Center, Main and Avenue D, right here in Muleshoe, Texas. Well, Mark Washington, the CEO of 5 Area Connect, announces that they will have their 68th annual meeting for their members next week, Tuesday, April 15th, beginning at 5:30 p.m. at the Bailey County Coliseum. The catered meal will be free, provided by Riversmith's Chicken and Catfish for members. And that is the 5 Area Connect's 68th annual meeting for members will be Tuesday, April the 15th next week at 5:30 p.m. at the Bailey County Coliseum. All members are welcome. Well, the Ministerial Alliance of Bailey County is sponsoring Holy Week services that will kick off this Sunday, April 13th at 6 p.m. with the Palm Sunday service at the Calvary Baptist Church. Everyone in the community is invited. That's Palm Sunday services this Sunday, April 13th at 6 p.m. at the Calvary Baptist Church here in Muleshoe. Then their Holy Week continues on Monday. They will have their noon programs and meals Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday next week. Monday, April the 14th, it will be at noon at the First Baptist Church. Tuesday, April 15th, at noon at the Muleshoe Methodist Church. Wednesday, April 16th, at noon back at First Baptist Church. And then they will have their Easter sunrise service on Sunday, April the 20th at the City Park at 7 a.m. And, of course, they will have meals at all their noon functions. Again, the Palm Sunday service will be this Sunday night, April 13th at 6 p.m. at the Calvary Baptist Church. Monday, April 14th, they'll meet at noon and have a meal at the First Baptist Church. Tuesday, April 15th, a noon meal at the Muleshoe Methodist Church, and then noon back at First Baptist Church on Wednesday, April 16th with a meal. Easter sunrise service will be Sunday, April 20th at the New City Park beginning at 7 a.m. All meal donations and offerings collected during the week will benefit the Muleshoe area, the Ministerial Alliance of Bailey County Hope Chest. And everyone is welcome to all of those programs for the Holy Week services. Mark on your calendar now, as Vacation Bible School is rapidly approaching the 1st of June at First Baptist Church. It will be June 2nd through 5th, Vacation Bible School at the First Baptist Church. You can go to their website, fbcmuleshoe.org, for more information. But we'll have more info coming up shortly in the next couple of mule trains, so be looking for that. Well, this Saturday at the Bailey County Coliseum will be the Double Shoe Classic Car Show. It will be the 5th annual one, and we will be out there to film, and that will be our Meet Your Neighbor program for April, sponsored by United Supermarkets. The 5th annual car show will begin at 8 a.m. that morning at the Bailey County Coliseum. Then around 2 p.m. they will present awards, and that will be that afternoon around 2 p.m. If you want more information on registering, you can call 806-566-5400, 806-946-7570, 806-729-8964, or 575-742-6900. They have a top 30 specialty trophies, top 3 in each category, a Hot Wheels race, and much, much more. Again, they'll do the awards at 2 p.m., and all this money raised goes to the Snack Pack for Kids program. The last 4 years, they've raised a little over $20,000 for the Snack Pack for Kids program. We'll be there to film that, so look for our video for next week sometime, and that's our Meet Your Neighbor program sponsored by United Supermarkets. Well, on your prayer list today, please continue to remember Sandy and Dick Chitwood, Tyrone Clements, Cliff Black, John Blackwell, Julie Cage, Wanda Schaefer, Bert and Larry Combs, Ed and Carol Cox down in the Dallas area, Dorothy Wire, Sue Basir, Travis, Melba King, Joe Jinks, Linda Lutz, Corey Collins, Marlene McDonald, Janice Snell, Jesse Tarango and Kathy Richard, Darlene Henry, Peggy Seagrove, Emily Bomer Townsend, Dave Brown, James Byers, Kenneth Henry, Carol Ring and Marge Powellman, Eddie Morris, Dolores Harvey, Gail Wilcox, Joe Bledsoe. All need to be on your prayer list today. Keep those that are grieving the recent loss of a loved one, including the family of David Gallman, the family of Ernest Rom, the family of Candy Long, the family of Betty Noble, the family of Beverly Joe Wagnon, the family of Shirley Sturley, and also keep the family of Pat Johnson on your prayer list today. Well, it's just about time for us to go on this edition of the Muletrain News, brought to you today by Leal's Mexican Restaurant. You can hear today's Wednesday, April 9th, 2025 edition of the Muletrain News, along with our older archived ones up to the last decade, available free of charge on demand on our website, muleshoetv.com.
I'm Tumbleweed Smith. They buried an arm in Gatesville. Details in a moment on The Sound of Texas.
The Sound of Texas is brought to you here on MuleshoeTV.com by Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association, with offices in Muleshoe at 610 East American Boulevard, as well as in Morton at 1744 State Highway 114. They're celebrating rural electrification right here in the Muleshoe area through Bailey County Electric since 1939. They are owned by the members that they serve. Call 806-272-4504. Check them out online at BCEC. COOP.com. The board of directors, the members, the employees, the manager, CEO David Markle, all hope you enjoy this Sound of Texas with Tumbleweed Smith.
David Scott of Gatesville is a writer who got involved with his city's sesquicentennial activities. In researching some of the graves of people who settled the town, he ran across a man who had lost his arm.
Well, they buried his arm here. Later on, he moved on to another county, and when he died, they didn't even put up a tombstone for the poor guy. But his arm has one.
One man buried in Gatesville is a man from France who became mayor of the city. One tombstone is for a man who was the doctor at the Andersonville prison during the Civil War. Nancy Hanks is buried in Gatesville.
She worked under the Carter, Nixon, and I believe Ford administration in Washington, D.C. They named the old post office building in Washington, D.C. after her, in honor of her, because she had done so much work over the years with different administrations dealing with the arts, and her family was all from Gatesville. So when she died in New York City, they brought her back and buried her in the city cemetery here.
David wrote a biography of Governor Pat Neff, who grew up at Eagle Springs near Gatesville. Governor Neff had a store that other people ran.
Bonnie and Clyde came through one day. They had stopped at Governor Neff's store to get some supplies and gas and things like that, you know. They asked the women running that store, is there any way to get to Waco without going on a main road? And so they told him all the back ways they could get into Waco. And then about a week later, the FBI or somebody showed up and said, do you recognize these people? And showed him photographs. And they said, oh, yeah, they were a very nice couple. People running the store had no idea that this was Bonnie and Clyde, and they were telling him the back roads into Waco.
David wrote a book about Eagle Springs, where Governor Neff attended church.
The church is still there that he attended, built in the 1870s. When he went to church there, the women would sit on one side of the building and the men on the other. We've preserved it, and it looks like it looked probably 100 years ago. We use it now for homecomings and reunions and funerals and weddings. It's an interesting place to see.
David Scott of Gatesville. I'm Tumbleweed Smith with the Sound of Texas.